Hey, welcome back to SGS. I'm Sarge, and I'm bringing music to the front lines to you guys today on this wonderful Saturday. Today, we're doing Tom MacDonald, Dirty Money, 3 minutes and 29 seconds. Haven't heard it. Brand new release. This is his newest single. We're going to check it out, see what Tom's talking about, but it already looks like government corruption. So, you know, that doesn't really shock us, does it? It doesn't me anyway. I imagine it's going to be very much in line with most of the rest of his music. Let's get into it. That's not a bad thing, by the way. Don't take it as a shot. We like Tom here. So let's get into it. I hope you guys like it. If you do, please go over and show Tom and Nova some love on their channels. At the same time, you know, if you like my reaction, do the same for me. Like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get into this. Let's go, man. I'm excited. I'm a little late as it is.
They're angry that they'll never shut me up. I'm making more noise. Turn me up or turn me down, it's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make...
So we're just gonna, this is the vibe check. Don't get all in your feelings because I stopped. Yeah, this is gonna be more of that. So that's exactly what I thought it was gonna be, and it is. That's fine. Tom's gonna spit some facts. Tom's gonna tell some truths. Tom's going to put it in the way that he puts it, and we're all going to sit here and, you know, absorb it for the most part. All right, here we go. Let's come back.
It's your choice. Black lives only matter when they got a corpse to exploit. Cause the media made millions off the protests for George Floyd. That's called ad revenue. They make cash selling you all the crap in the ads while they broadcast news. Ooh, the network full of liars got investment capital and segments sponsored by Pfizer and the freedom fighters. I feel like the left just plans them to infiltrate the right. It's extensive planning, then it happens overnight. It's impressive branding. Make $1 million off of shirts that say let's go Brandon. It's a cash grab. Everyone's a lab rat. Amazon made billions of dollars from sanitizer and black mass, and that's that. Funny how the terrorists who attack always come from places that are oil rich and have gas. Democrats, they don't give a damn. What is this about? Our military trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more.
All right, before we go any further, for most of those people that don't realize, a lot of, you know, when I first came on here, when I first was exposed to Tom, I thought, oh, he's going to be extreme right, because that's kind of the impression that you first get because you just don't know. Then other people are like, no, he's like really liberal. Like, no, I think he's in the middle. And that's kind of where I stand with a lot of my beliefs. You know, I believe if the right or the left has a good idea, if it's a good idea, it doesn't matter where it came from. We should start trying to implement it if it makes sense. You know, but anyway, it doesn't matter which way you believe or don't believe with Tom. He's still going to tell us truth, you know, and his opinions, and then he's going to throw his facts, etc. And then with this channel specifically, look, I don't get into the politics of this. I do sit pretty much in the middle with a lot of things, though, because I see things that I think, hey, the Democrats did something right here. I think, hey, the Republicans had a good idea here, and it is what it is, and that's where it ends. So if you come on here for battling, I'm just going to tell you right now, that's not the move. With that being said, we love Tom, and Tom's an artist, and this is how he gets out his art. You know, he talks about culture. You know, a lot of people say, oh, he's a culture vulture and all this other stuff. I don't think that, man. I just think that this is his lane. This is what he talks about. With that being said, let's jump back into it, see where else Tom's going to go. But, like, look, he's already swinging, man. As always, it's not a shock here. It's not a surprise. Let's get it going.
Trapped in the Middle East, can't get them out. Heroes are the ones who had the Constitution written down. Y'all are using hero while describing Kyle Rittenhouse. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4. We get less and they get more. By insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Kill me for the song, it's all classified intelligence. Don't need to go to war to secretly be getting benefits. When Russia launches rockets, we condemn them, but there's evidence a U.S. politician owns the screws they're assembled with. Ain't no war on drugs, it's economic. You make money off an inmate, every jail cell is profit. Our prisons are privately owned, illegal marijuana just mean kids smoking weed turn to dollars in their pockets, let's be honest. Domestic threats in comparison to nuclear powers who hate the West is embarrassing. Still we label truckers in the convoy as terrorists and confiscate donations, we have no idea where it is. A pipeline leaks, price of gas goes higher. Stock market crash, everybody gets fired. Economy is weak while we trying to beat a virus. $1 trillion in celebrate the smallest battles we're winning, so they can publish the headline that's gonna fuel division. But if we champion the crumbs, then it's crumbs that we're given. And we don't make any progress, we're stuck at the beginning. 1 cent, 2 cent, 3 cents, 4, we get.
All right, so here's where I'm at with this. Like, look, again, Tom's swinging, and he's basically saying, look, it's the root of all evil right here, the dirty money. It's the government and the corruption that goes within the money system. A lot of these politicians run around like NASCAR, you know, with all the stickers and endorsements, etc., private deals that don't actually represent the American population that voted them in. It's more, you know, I don't know, Pfizer or JP Morgan Chase or, you know, something along those lines. That's what's happening. That's what he's speaking about. And he's talking about, you know, we've got our priorities messed up. You're over here lauding Kyle Rittenhouse as like a hero, but then you're shitting on the veterans at the same time. Now, granted, I realize sometimes those two groups are different individuals, but it's like it's still a messed up priority, right? Like, vets should be honored. Kyle Rittenhouse, whether you think he defended himself or not, like, I'm sorry, I don't think that makes him a hero. You know, I'm not saying that if he was actually attacked, you know, okay, fine. You know, he self-defended himself, and that's where it dies for me. You know, if he went over across state lines and did something illegal, then what happens to him as far as the law is concerned. You know, I'm not gonna get into these, you know, battles with this. I don't care about any of that stuff. I do not care about politics one way or the other, with the exception of the fact that when I see it screwing over the good people of this nation, you know, and other nations too, you know, because our decisions sometimes bleed over into a lot of other things in the world that, you know, we probably shouldn't even be in. But that's another story. With that being said, you know, politics is an ever ongoing, you know, monster, you know, and it doesn't matter if, you know, you're left or you're right. There's always something going to constantly fuel this battle. And that main thing that's fueling this battle is dirty money. You know, whether they're paying people to come over here and be paid actors to do stupid crap over here, or you know, they're whatever. It doesn't matter. When you look at the background of it, where is it stemming from? And it's stemming from the politicians at the top taking all these deals. That's what it is.
Less and they get more by insult since we were born. They want money. We want dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money. Money, 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 money. Not enough soap to scrub, it's soaked in blood. It's all about the money, 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 money. Every time we make a buck, they take from us. It's all about the money, 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 money. The dollar runs our lives until we die. It's all about the money, 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 money.
What I'm saying,
it controls your mind and it controlling mine. Dirty dollars fill their pockets while our coffins fill the ground. They make profits solving problems they create to keep us down. Dirty money. Dirty money. I don't want your dirty money.
loved it. Hey, look, again, I'm not here for politics. I'm here to enjoy music, but it doesn't mean that we can't delve into what's been said. And what's been said is basically, like I said, I don't care if you're left. I don't care if you're right. I don't care if you're in between. I don't care if you don't even live in this country. Money is the root of a lot of evil. It just really is. And a lot of our politicians, since I'm only speaking for America here, you know, like I said, they run around like, you know, like they're running on a track with NASCAR because they've got so many endorsements and so many private projects, etc., things out there, versus, you know, representing America. And then a lot of these same politicians have lifetime, you know, appointments. So there's never going to be change. It's always going to be that, because, you know, when you could sit in Congress for 52 years, I mean, you know, come on, man. It's ridiculous. Now, granted, I'm obviously exaggerating a little bit on the term, but all the same, you can be in there for a really long time. And if you are one of these people that are engaged in all this type stuff, then yeah, of course it's not going to change. You're not going to get any new thinking either, because it's going to be the good old boy system at some point, right? When you're in there for 52 years, yeah, of course it is. But despite that, man, again, don't come at me with any politic crap. I don't care about that. But I do agree with the message at the root that money is dictating way too much, and it's not representing the American people the way it should be, as far as what you came into office to do, because that's what he's talking about. He's talking about the politicians and the people who are in the higher ups up there, whether you're left or right, it does not matter. They're taking deals and they're doing things that don't represent what they were actually elected in office for. Simple as that. And I mean, how many times do you have to hear that money is the root of all evil? Because it's greed, power, corruption, etc., etc., etc. Right? That's what we're talking about here, man. And so again, Tom doing what Tom does, pointing it out. That's basically what it is. It's his art. It's his lane. That's how he does it. We like Tom for that. He has just as much right to speak his truth as you do. He just happens to have the opportunity to be able to do it here on, a much bigger scale than a lot of us. Not all of us, but a lot of us. Hey, I liked it. I enjoyed it. There's another one from Tom. I appreciate it. If you guys liked it, please go over to Tom as well, and Nova, because I know the video by Nova and Jared. They get everything together, do a fantastic job, his little team, etc. Hey, I loved it, like I said. And if you love my reaction, again, don't come at this with politics. I do not care. I could give a fuck less, really, honestly. With that being said, I've been Sarge. I love you guys. Know that. Hey, we hit 6K, by the way, all because of you guys. Thank you so, so much. That's where we're headed, baby. That's where we're headed. Yeah. With that being said, I've been Sarge. Eat well. Be safe. Love you guys. Bye.